Hi there, welcome again to Science Review. And I guess looking at this animation, you have an idea what we're going to review this day. Yes, you're right, it's all about the skeletal system of human. So for today, we are going to determine the functions of each part of the skeletal system, and as well as the function of the skeletal system. Let us see. Have you observed how houses are built? Houses and buildings are not just wood, not just concrete, bricks, and stone. Remember that man puts frames like steel or bigger or harder wood in buildings to make them stronger and flexible. To withstand any calamity, of course, we need to make it strong. Just like the two pictures here showing you how the skeletal system works and then relating it to building of the house. Both of them are frameworks, am I right? Making them, or the house, the body itself strong. So the skeletal system provides a structural framework for the body and puts or protects internal organs such as heart, lungs, and even the brain. So let us see what are the functions of the skeletal system, one by one. First, always remember that the skeletal system gives the body much needed support. It makes our body strong, make us stand, run, and somehow in order to change the position, then therefore it gives the body that support. Second one is that it protects the internal organs in the body. Here, let's say, as an example, is the rib or the rib cage. You'll see that inside it, it protects the lung, the heart, and even the other internal or vital organs. Next, the third one, it makes the body movement possible with the help of the muscle. So muscle is attached to the bone, and then it somehow make this bone move by contracting and then expanding. The fourth one is that it stores important minerals like calcium. This is the picture of the normal bone, and then showing also what makes it, or there's a problem with the bone, or somehow if the calcium is not enough, then it may become a severe osteoarthritis. Next, the fifth one, it is where millions of blood cells are produced. I hope you noticed that when you're eating the chicken leg, fried chicken leg, and then the bone, you try to break the bone, you will see some brown thing there inside, or reddish thing inside. That's the bone marrow where millions of blood cells are produced. So what are the parts and some of the function of that skeletal system, bones? Let's have the skull first. The skull is the one that supports the face and provides protective cavity for our brain. Next is the mandible, or somehow we know it, the jaw or the jawbone. It's the one that moves whenever we chew food. Another bone, it's the clavicle or the collarbone. This one, this is the collarbone. It is a long bone that serves as the strut between our shoulder blade and the sternum or breastbone. Next, this red colored are the scapula. The scapula, or also known as the shoulder blade, it is a large triangular shaped bone that lies in the upper back. Another is at the middle, that is the sternum or the breastbone. It is long, narrow, flat bone that serves as the keystone of the rib cage, and it stabilizes the thoracic skeleton, upper portion of our skeleton. Next, The humerus, considered to be the largest bone in the arm. Look at the red colored one. Those are the ribs. The ribs partially enclose and protects our chest cavity or some vital organs inside. At the back is the vertebral column. It protects the spinal cord and it also provides stiffening of the body and attachment for the pectoral or the pelvic girdles and many muscles. Next here, attached after the largest bone in the arm are the radius and the ulna. So the red one is the radius, then followed by the ulna. Connects between the elbow point or joint and the wrist. In our hand, we have the hand bones. Each metacarpal has a base which articulates with the carpals and a head which articulates with the finger bones, clinically known as the phalanges, to form the knuckles. So again, we have the carpals, the metacarpals, and the phalanges. Next, this red colored is called the sacrum. It is a triangular bone in the lower back formed from fused vertebrae and situated between the two hip bones of the pelvis. Again, that is the sacrum. Next, the COXA, or what we know as the hip bone or the hip joint. Going down, we have the femur. The femur or the thigh bone is the most proximal bone of the leg, or considered to be the longest. Together with, attached to it, are the tibia, also known as the shin bone or shank bone, larger and stronger of the two bones in the leg below the knee in some invertebrates. It connects the knee with the ankle bone. Aside from the tibia, we have the fibula. It is the calf bone. Calf bone is a leg bone on the lateral side of the tibia. It is the slenderest of all of the long bones. Then finally, we have the feet bones. The forefoot contains the 5 toes. They are the phalanges. And the 5 longer bones are the metatarsals. So remember, this yellow is the tarsal, the green is the metatarsal, and the red is the phalanges. So I hope you learned something about our review of the function of our skeletal system and the different parts of our skeletal system. See you again next review on this science review. Bye-bye.